Oh, hello. What's going on? I must have dozed off.
I'm introducing you to 10 great YouTubers. Yeah. Hi there, this is Kaat from Stuck by Kaatje and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm gonna introduce you guys to 10 wonderful YouTubers I got to meet on my trip through the USA. So here they are.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and my YouTube channel is Jennifer Lupine.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline, RVA Hiker Girl.
They called me Senior Hiker 77. They referred to me as Senior, but I dislike that so much. But that's what they keep doing.
I'm Icebear. I'm from Pennsylvania.
I am Kevin. I have a channel on YouTube, Atypical Hiker. I started in February of 2019.
Well, my trail name is Metro, and my YouTube channel name is Metro on the Move.
So my channel name is Nicole Hikesalot because I obviously hike a lot.
My name is Jason. My YouTube channel is Jason Outdoors.
I am Dan Nobles, and my trail name is Wandering Monk.
My name is Jason. I'm with PFAM5.
First question is, what's the most epic trip hike you ever did in your life?
I have two that come to mind immediately.
Cumberland Island is one of my favorite.
Probably the last one that I just did, the Alabama Triple Crown.
The most epic thing was about a year and a half ago. It was my brother Rick and I went out to the Wind River Range in Wyoming.
I think one of the most special moments I had was hiking the Grand Canyon.
The John Muir Trail section hike that I did out in the Sierra Mountains in California.
The most epic trip I ever did would have been hiking the PMT in Georgia with Senior Hiker 77.
Well, the PMT with Icebear, the time we did that, 2018, was a wonderful hike.
The most epic things I've ever done were in my 20s when I used to do a lot of cave expeditions.
My favorite trip that I've ever been on was going to St. John and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
One of our first big trips, and we haven't gone to a lot of the places just yet. We went and did a High Falls State Park, was our first big waterfall.
Early last year, I met someone named Buckley, Tim Buckley, and he invited me out to tour the Black Hills as well as go out to the Badlands, and I have to say that that is pretty much one of the most epic trips I've ever been on, just because the landscape was completely new.
We both did it twice, from Agnew Meadows to Yosemite Valley, approximately 60 miles in about 4 days. I loved it.
And we hiked a circle around from the trailhead at Pinedale over to Big Sandy Lake, and then up through Texas Pass and Jackass Pass, and down in front of a place called the Cirque of the Towers, which is 5 mountains that sort of make a semicircle. They're just gorgeous. And all the glacial mountain lakes, and then goes over and connects to the Continental Divide Trail and goes down the Continental Divide Trail about 12 miles back to the trailhead.
And what was great about it is because there was lots of rock climbing and waterfalls and almost over the knee-deep water crossings, and it was almost 60 miles. I like to put on a lot of miles, so it was nice.
We went in December, and it was around 4 degrees. There was no one else around, maybe 10 other people, and we hiked down all one day, and it was just a really beautiful, special day.
And we used to go out to New Mexico to the Guadalupe Mountains. We had a group of Middle Georgia Grotto, which still exists today. I'm a founding member of that grotto, but we used to go out there for 2 weeks at a time, and you would hike, and you were in the middle of nowhere, and just do these epic cave exploration trips. So that was what I used to be really big into.
But I guess it's always cool to have our first big waterfall as a family, so I would say that one so far. Because
this is the third time for me. I like it because I don't have a hill to have to climb. It does deal with a little bit of sand, but other than that, this is mine, especially this site here, Brick Hill campsite. It's Brick Hill Bluff is one of my favorites with the sunset. That just mesmerizes me every year.
And it's just this beautiful mountainous tropical island with just gorgeous beaches, and it's like you're going through a tropical rainforest, and literally it's just one of the most beautiful places that I've ever been.
We had days of pouring rain and scorching sun, lots of PUDs, pointless ups and downs. We had a member of our family fall in their own feces. It was wild and fun and crazy and challenging. It was definitely the most epic adventure I've had.
Just because the scenery, the mountain views, the lakes, the waterfalls and streams, it's just stunning.
Also in November, we met up with a bunch of people up in Kentucky for the Red River Gorge, and some of the views I'd never seen before, and that was pretty much one of the most epic trips I've been on recently. So between those two, those are probably on my top tier in terms of epic trips.
The second question is, what if money, time, shape, health wasn't a problem? What would be the hike you would like to do?
My dream hike, if money and health and everything was not a factor, I would definitely be through hiking the AT right now.
Well, I'm like Icebear. I would do the Appalachian Trail.
Well, I follow your channel, and I would love to come to Europe and hike one of the trails like that you did across Europe.
I think I would like to do that one in New Zealand. Was it Aotearoa Trail? Is that the name of it?
Well, if it was tomorrow, like no more work, no more worry about money and so forth, I probably would do the Triple Crown.
It's really hard to say because I do what I dream about. So for me, when I dream about something, I make it a reality and I just do it.
My dream hike is one that I had hoped to do in 2020, and then COVID hit, and so I still hope to do that, but it's the Camino de Santiago that would go across Spain to Santiago, Spain.
If I really had to think about it, I would probably go out to the UK and go visit Wales, where my family ancestry is from.
Probably the PCT.
Because I've seen a lot of the YouTubers do it recently, it would be really cool to do the Red River Gorge.
It would be really awesome to do the PCT. And probably go over to Snowdonia and the Peak District. I've been watching YouTubers hike all of these beautiful places for so long, and probably visit all of my favorite UK YouTubers while I would do that.
I have a love for the Appalachian Trail, and I'm gonna get out there one of these days.
That's in my neighborhood, and that's something I think every hiker in this part of the country that starts hiking, that is something in the back of their mind that they want to do. They even section hike it, but I want to through hike it. That's what I would do.
Just from watching The Lord of the Rings, I was a big fan of the book when I was a child, and then watching the movie series that they filmed, and the scenery over there was just magnificent.
So I go to all my favorite places every year all over again, and there's really nothing that I feel that's still on my list. I just do what I love every day. I hit the same places. But I think maybe Alaska.
I would choose that of the big three probably, just because the AT I think is too popular, too many people, and I'm not a people person. And the CDT I think is just too rustic, so I'd want to start with the PCT probably.
I would actually start going northbound up on the Appalachian Trail, go southbound on the CDT, and then northbound on the PCT, so I could do it all at once, especially if money was an issue. I think that would be the way to go.
And question number 3 is, what do you like most about being on YouTube?
Community and the comments, and then meeting other YouTubers and the friendship in the community.
I'm thrilled that anybody would watch an 81-year-old man making videos. I can't get over it. It thrills.
I like that I can preserve my memories and go back to them and just share my experiences with my family and friends.
Well, it's a love-hate thing. What I love about YouTube is that it's a medium that allows you to take your creativity and to record your memories from various different hikes. And I also like the fact that it drives you to consistently think about new ways to talk about trails you're on or things that you like to share, like in terms of gear that you want to recommend to others. So I like that.
The reason I love YouTube so much is the people in this amazing hiking community, such as Kat, all of my wonderful family members that I have hiked with, and all of the people that I will be lifelong friends with, for sure.
I like that I get to meet people like you and all these other great people, and we have these collab hikes. And
YouTube is, it surprised me actually. I had started YouTube really for my grandkids, and then I had fellow veterans, military veterans, that contacted me that they were disabled and they couldn't get out on the trail, and so they started to live vicariously through my videos. So that was sort of cool.
So it's memories that stuff my family can look back on years from now.
The friendships that I've made on YouTube, that really means a lot to me. The people I met and got to be out on trail with, and I hope to do that even more in the future.
Getting to meet all these people. Obviously you can't see them because they're behind the camera, but just getting to meet new people and the interaction and that type of stuff, and then creating the content that people actually enjoy.
The hate part of it is that the pressure is there to consistently produce week after week if you're not doing 2 videos per week, and over time that can be somewhat overwhelming, just trying to keep up with it all. So it's kind of what I love about it is the creativity and the drive to explore new places, but then the pressure is probably the part I don't like so much about it. That's my story in a nutshell.
Me, I learned how to do YouTubes, learned some editing skills, even some photography and directing how to do a film. I just like it. It's fun, something new.
The community of YouTubers and fellow hiking YouTubers is really, really cool.
actually getting to meet the people, and then you find out that, hey, these people are just like how they present themselves on their channel. You know, they're not pretending to be some character that they're not, you know, and they're just as real and as friendly in person as they are presenting themselves on their channel. And that's been the greatest thing about YouTube for me, and what I've enjoyed the most about having a channel and participating with other YouTubers doing this sort of thing right here.
But something that I had not expected was really meeting others that sort of share the same passion that I do. So just like this trip here, meeting you, meeting all the ones that have come out on this hike together, that's, I think, probably the most special piece of YouTube.
Those were the 10 YouTubers I got to meet on my trip in the USA. We had a lot of fun. It was great. Thank you guys for being in my video. You will find their link in the description below, so please do check them out. You won't regret it. Okay, and this was it for me on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!